We're back. This video is called Creating Your Ad Part 2. In this video, we're going to focus on campaign, pricing, and schedule. Now, here's what it's good about this part of the video. The campaign, pricing, and schedule part is actually really quick to set up, and it doesn't need a lot of work. If you've set up the previous step correctly, if you've created your audience correctly, and if you've selected the right groups, the right custom audience, the right countries, and all that, then this next step really doesn't have that much to it. However, I do want to explain and make sure you understand the options that are involved in this step. Other than that, there's really not much to it because you've already done all the work in the previous video. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and explain. Over here, you're going to see campaign name. Facebook is going to give this campaign a name. It's going to say, meet Brad Baker page, likes US, Great Britain, Canada, and ages. That's how Facebook is going to name your campaign. Now, I don't mind Facebook doing this, but I do have kind of my own way of doing it. Just remove this page likes and put the name of your squeeze page over here. At the moment, the squeeze page that I have is called New Tab 2, so I'm just going to go with that. But, as I already mentioned, I think like 1,000 times, you should rename this tab and give it another name. Also, at the end, I just go with CA and then like this and Frank Kern fans. So this means custom audiences, Frank Kern fans. This is how I like to mark my campaign. Actually, what I usually do is just move this over here. I cut this and I move it back over here, and then I just leave the country and the age towards the end. It's Meet Brad Baker, which is the name of the page. Sometimes I don't even use that because it's just my page and I know what it is. If you do have multiple fan pages, then you could use this so that you know which page this is referring to. That's fine. You can leave the name with the page. Meet Brad Baker, New Tab 2, which is the name of our squeeze page, custom audiences, and then Frank Kern fans. And then just leave this one with Facebook automatically generated. In some campaigns, I'd actually play with this. I'd target the age, so that's why I like to leave it. Sometimes you're going to target a couple of custom audiences at once, although I don't recommend doing that. I don't recommend selecting like 5 custom audiences because in that case, you won't be able to track the clicks and you won't be able to tell which custom audience is actually giving you the best results. If you're targeting Frank Kern fans and you should be targeting internet marketing fans or something like that, you should know which custom audience is giving you better results. So that's why I'd like to just go with 1 custom audience. Maybe 2, but no more than that. If you go with 2, you just add Frank Kern fans, and then you'd add another one, Mike Filsame fans, or whatever. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm targeting just 1 custom audience. Next, we've got the campaign budget. We can set a per-day budget or a lifetime budget. For this campaign, the first time I'm starting a campaign, I like to go with lifetime budget, and I just go with something like $30. So I'm not going to spend more than $30 on this ad. Usually, I don't even reach $30. A lot of my campaigns that are doing that well, I just cancel them after spending a couple of dollars. So you can go with maybe 20 as a lifetime budget. If you decide that this campaign is worth keeping and worth doing more stuff with, then you're going to come back, change the budget to per day, and just leave like $20 or $30 a day, whatever you think is fair and whatever you think you could afford to spend. And then we would have the start and end date. I don't really mess with this. I just pretty much leave it as is. I don't even know what they did here. Why September 6th? I guess this is today's date, but why September? I don't know, and that's fine. I don't really care. I just leave it for a couple of days. If it's not working, I cancel it. If it's working, I come back, I go with the per day budget, and then I play with it. Next, we've got optimization. So your bid will be optimized to get more likes on your page, but What I like to do is just go with switch to advanced pricing, and then I go with optimize for impression. There's a difference between impressions and clicks, and optimizing for clicks and optimizing for impressions. If you optimize for clicks, then obviously you're going to pay for every click you get. That's all right, but you're going to end up spending more money if you pay per click. In my experience, and also from other people's experience, I've learned that optimizing for impressions is better because if your ad sends out, then you're going to get cheaper clicks. So you're going to end up paying a lot less per click. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't consider optimizing for clicks. Definitely give that a try. Maybe it's going to work better for you for now. So just try it out. If you tried this out a couple times and it doesn't work that well, then go with impressions because a lot of people use this. I'm sure impressions work pretty well. That's my advice. Next, we've got optimizing for impressions, which I'm going to select now. Basically, when it comes to impressions, you will be charged every time someone sees your ad or sponsored story. You might be wondering, what if they see my ad but don't click on it and then I still have to pay? Well, that's why we want to make sure that your ad stands out because we're only going to pay for them to see your ad. Once they click on it, we're going to end up paying less per click. We're going to calculate how much we paid for 1,000 people to see your ad. Based on that, we're going to get our cost per click, our spendings, and then how much we paid for 1,000 impressions, how much clicks we got from 1,000 impressions. That's how Facebook calculates how much we pay for clicks. Now, it might not make sense to you, but once we set up this campaign, I'm going to show you where you can see all of that. Either way, you can select optimize for clicks or optimize for impressions. You're going to see how much you're going to pay for clicks. Facebook is going to show you how much we're going to pay for clicks no matter what option you go with. If we go with optimize for impressions, it means we're going to pay this amount for 1,000 impressions. Facebook is suggesting we pay anything from 8 cents to 31 cents. What I like to do is just go with the highest suggested bid, 31 cents. And then I would just increase this by a couple of cents. So maybe 36 if we increase by 5 cents. I've also seen some people double the Facebook suggested clicks so that they offer more. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to have to pay this much. Instead, it means that if there's a competition, Facebook is going to give your ad priority, and maybe it's going to charge you a little bit more. Not necessarily 60 cents per 1,000 impressions. It might charge you a little more, and this gives your ad priority over other ads. You might even get more impressions if you decide to bid more. Facebook is going to see that you're serious about this, and they're going to give your ad priority. You might get more impressions faster. Some people are going to get maybe 2,000 impressions per day, but because you're offering more, Facebook is going to give you more than 2,000 impressions per day. They're going to give your ad priority. You want to get this priority so that you could test ads quicker. Because if you get priority and you get a lot of clicks in one day, then you can test the ad in one day and see if you're going to make any money with the ad or if you're not going to make anything from it. That's why I recommend doing a little bit more than what Facebook suggests. So maybe 38 cents is fine. Once you do that, you can click Review Ad and we can see our ad. Let me click on that again. For some reason, Facebook is not reacting right now. It says waiting. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, so this is our ad. This is what the ad would look like. This is the ad name that we gave and the ad target users who live in these countries who are in the custom audience you created. Frank Kern fans. Campaign name, bid type, per impressions, lifetime budget, etc. Next, you just need to click Place Order, and that's it. Let's go ahead and do that. After we do that, Facebook is going to review your ad. Let's give Facebook a second to load the page. I'm not sure why it's loading so slow today. All right, the ad was created successfully, and it'll start running after it's approved, which can take up to 24 hours, says Facebook. But in my experience, it takes a lot less, like just a couple of hours before they approve it. This is what the ad looks like. You can also click to view it on the right-hand side, so let's do that. There we go. This is what the ad would look like on the right hand side. If we go back, you're going to see that we have page likes, how many people have liked your page from running this ad. Next, we've got ad reach, which means the number of unique people who saw your ad. Then we've got frequency, the average number of times each person saw your ad. When we're talking about this, I should also mention that with Facebook ads, you're going to have to rotate ads, and you're going to have to create new ads all the time, because once this frequency number gets to like 6 or 7 or maybe 10, then too many people have seen your ad, and you need to come up with something new. With Google AdWords, for example, if you've used that, you can just set up an ad and you can run it for quite a long time and get good results. But with Facebook, it's important to keep rotating and keep creating new ads. Next, we've got clicks, total number of clicks this ad received, the click-through rate. It's important Facebook is going to adjust your average price depending on your click-through rate. If you have a high click-through rate, then you're going to end up paying less per click. If you have a low click-through rate, then you're probably going to pay a little more for your clicks. This is why it's important to keep the click-through rate high so that you end up paying less per click. Next, we've got your maximum bid, which you can easily edit if you just click this edit pencil over here. We can cancel it. Average price, the average amount you paid for each click or per 1,000 impressions. Total spent, the total amount you've spent on this ad. Cost per page, like, it's going to calculate if you've spent like $20 on this ad and you had 20 likes, then you would have paid $1 per like. This is not really relevant because we're not fighting for likes. We don't really care about Facebook likes. We want to get people to take action on our squeeze page. If they like our page in the meantime, that's fine. We don't mind that, and that's something that's going to happen. You don't go for likes, but people are going to like your page just along the way. That's pretty much for this video. This is how you create your Facebook ad. Now you know how to create and laser target your ad, how to get quality leads, or maybe get a lot of leads that are not of the highest quality, but which you can definitely use. You also saw how you could set your bids for 1,000 impressions and how to get these bids low and how to end up paying not very low amounts per click. That's it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to show you something really, really cool. For all those who have an email list already, this is going to pretty much explode your sales the minute you put this to use. So if you have an email list, go ahead, close this video, and start watching the next video because it's something really, really powerful. I know you're going to enjoy. Okay, I'll see you there.